Hello everybody, this is Magnum Pi here with Teku, Golgotha, Fahilo, and Dark Templar. We're Initiative 0, and this is Rifts the Devouring Swarm. We'd just like to take a moment at the time of this recording. It's, there's been a sad turn of events, and we want to just take a moment of silence for the stock exchange. All right.
Anybody else listening to Sarah McLaughlin? I will remember you. Because I fully had that going in the background.
Yeah.
Of an angel.
Oh my gosh.
This is why we don't let Golgotha sing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the world keeps spinning. We still have some riffs to play. And yeah, as I recall, you guys had just trounced some thin men and were charging forward into the town, right?
I don't know if you trounced them. They did better than
30 seconds in game, hour and a half real life.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes with combat. You know.
For the record, I have 4 more rounds of my reflective shit, just so you know.
Okay, so that's a minute.
6 rounds.
Yeah, that's a minute. You got some miles to travel here through the woods, and luckily you're going a little bit downhill as well. I'm assuming that Portland and Senate, you guys get back into the Big Boss ATV. Sir Luke, are you going to take the time to get back into the mobile gun, or are you going to get into the Big Boss ATV?
I'll get on the ATV.
Okay, so you guys get into the...
That's a good choice.
Yep. You head into the ATV, and you guys are making your way into town. You're about 4 miles from town, and you're going at as good a clip as you can. Certainly, Gotrich, you're able to navigate the woods better than the ATV, and you probably clear a bit of a path, although a lot of the stray shots that Senate shot last time cleared a bit of a path as well. I'm sure that was on purpose. And
you got to keep me away from the craps table.
Yeah.
I'm not a D20. I've never hit that many 7s in a row.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so first one kind of out of the base of the hill, you can see your shop kind of set off to the right there, Gotrich. It looks to be in decent repair. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like it looks like it's something that's been abandoned for a month, but
hey, nobody's taking it down.
Yeah, nothing's taking it down.
Does anything show up on my radar?
There's a few blips that are ahead, just above the town, which is about 2 miles away. But really, you can't pick up anything on the ground because you're going to have intervening buildings and stuff like that. So you're going to pick up whatever happens to kind of get above those buildings. So there's intermittent blips, but then they seem to disappear. So either something is coming up from the town and going back down, or something is just on the very edges of your radar in some fashion.
But nothing around my shop is what I'm looking for.
No, you don't pick anything up around your shop.
Okay.
While we're doing that, I'm going to put on my gas mask.
Okay. Strap your gas mask
and I'm
on.
also going to put another clip in the in my gun.
Okay. As you ride in the ATV. Anybody else doing anything on the way in?
How many of those mechanoid rifles do we have?
6.
Yeah.
Maybe start handing them out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, let's use those. I'm kind of curious to use those. So
and we've got a bunch of spare clips from the 2 guys we dealt with before visiting that tribal village.
Okay.
So we should have 4 E-clips from that, I believe.
Yeah.
All
right. So there you are.
I also have air filters. I might slap one of them on, come to think of it.
Air filter is just basically like a pandemic mask, right? That's all.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a gas mask. You can, if you have a gas mask, you can slap that on, but
I've got that on.
No, I'll just try and stay a little further away from obvious gassy death.
Yeah, good. And Gotrich is in his robot, and you guys stop at Gotrich's place. There, you're basically parked outside of Gotrich's shop. I don't imagine you're getting out of your vehicles or anything like that. But what's your game plan here?
That's
sounds of combat are still happening.
Gotrich, try to maintain your distance because I worry about what these things are going to do up close. And Luke, I don't know if you want to try and tango with these things.
Well, we got to see what we got it going against, but I've got the plasma rifle, and if need be, I can certainly mix it up if I need to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything because my communication's broken.
They're not destroyed. They're just limited, right?
Yeah. Halfway. You can still talk to us.
Yeah. The range is reduced by half. That's all.
Okay. As soon as I can see them, I'm going to start firing. And I'm going to stop moving forward at that point. So I'm going to try and take advantage of any range that I can get and have them be outside of that range.
And you've got a 6,000-foot range, correct?
That is correct.
So that's over a mile. So, yeah, you're just going to want to stay to the high ground pretty much if you can to try to make sure that you can see into the town.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
All right. So the remainder of the three of you, are you guys driving into the town?
Should we drive in or should we get out and move on foot? What are your thoughts?
Some of our feet move faster than others. So unless you want to end up...
I was going to hop out and kind of run alongside the vehicle then.
Well, the vehicle can move a lot faster than you now.
Oh, okay.
Because you're out of the woods.
Right, well,
you're on kind of a road that leads into town from Gotrich's place, right? So.
Okay, well, let's haul it.
All right.
Okay. So you guys are moving into town. And so Portland, your spell will have lapsed there. That redirect spell.
Sounds good.
How long have we been traveling? Because my body field is only good for 2 minutes per level. So
you got 12 total minutes, and you guys went a mile, right? And you were going through some forest for most of that. So it probably went for more than a minute, but you probably still have some time on your body field.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't take long to go a mile. Now that there's a road, you can easily take the big boss ATV and get into town very quickly. All right. So you guys know the town. Is there a place you want to go to in town, or?
Well, we hear battle. Like we should head towards that.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the obvious choice.
Sorry, what's that? Portland?
What time is it?
I would say that this is because you guys had left after lunch and made your way toward the town. We made a bunch of rolls, and I believe it was around noon on that day that you were approaching. So it's only been it's literally been minutes, right, since you first engaged the mechanoids here. So
yeah,
you can.
So like noonish.
Yeah, it's around noon. Yeah.
I'm gonna suggest getting lunch.
As you guys are bumping in the ATV.
I'll slowly at him and just turn it slowly away.
I don't want to go. I don't actually want to go into the town though.
No, I know you're not.
I want to stay.
Yeah. No, I know you want to head out to the high ground so you can look into the town. These guys are going to move into the town though.
What are you feeling? Like
dim sum,
chicken? Oh, dim sum. Yeah. Well, if we end up in
how about shawarma?
If we end up in Relic anytime soon, we'll check it out.
Yeah, well,
I am honestly
have some stew
really
around.
down. I'm really down for dim sum in real life right now, and I hate that you've brought that up to me.
I know. I want dim sum too. Don't wrong.
Yeah. All right, and so you guys bounce along in the ATV. The mobile gun, Gotrich steers that and heads off to the north a little ways, where there's a slight rise, and kind of northeast to try to get a better view into the town. And you guys are making your way. You know what, Gotrich? You have camouflage, correct? Do you have that skill?
I do have the skill of camouflage.
Okay, I'm going to let you kind of try to pick a good vantage point where the foliage is going to prevent kind of reflection off your mobile gun as you find a vantage point there. Beautiful.
Hey.
Yeah, so you'll manage to stand yourself in the foliage as Luke, Portland, and Senate drive into town. The sounds of combat become heavier, guys that are in the ATV. Definite heavy blasts and the like. You're driving in, and what you see is one of these swoop around. It's flying kind of about around the rooftops. It swoops out, and it takes a good view of you as you're driving in on one of the main roads there. And yeah, let's give a quick initiative check here. Who's for each of us? Except Gotrich will get you. Well, Gotrich, you can give me an initiative check too. That'll just kind of give us a good spot that we can work from for you.
All right. I'm going to be engaged in combat with that, but I don't get my modifier yet, so let's just do that. Oh my.
Wow, look at those initiative rolls.
Who are you guys?
So you know that means that on our first attack, our gun is going to jam.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus.
Well, keeping it up.
Come on, Portland.
I clicked my damn thing. Sorry. There we go. Come on, 20. Yeah, that's more like it.
All right. So, Sir Luke, you are riding in the back of the the ATV as this thing kind of floats out from behind a building, stops in the middle of the roadway, and rotates, kind of just hovering there in the air about roof height, and angles down. It has two kind of ports off the front of it, little turrets that are pointed in your direction there, guys.
Can I jump out, like get up at the turret and just shoot it with the plasma rifle?
You could climb.
You'd be in the turret already.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll say you're in the turret already. That's fine. You pop up into the turrets and point your plasma rifle at it. You can give it a shot.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I will give it a shot. Plasma Mechanoid. All right, and I don't get a. Oh yeah, I'm engaged in combat now, so I get a +3 too.
Mm-hmm. Cool. It's going to attempt a dodge, and it does not because, you blast at it. You rolled a 20. Cool. And you blast it. And, you melt off one of the back quadrants there, and... Yeah, Senate, what are you doing? You're driving, so.
Okay. Well, that puts me in a position to not fire at this thing. I might try and take some evasive action.
Okay, give me a piloting check then for your automobile. Pilot automobile. What are you trying to do? That will determine the penalty.
Breaking line of sight. Yeah, just drive evasively to give us to give it a disadvantage to try and hit us.
Okay, you're on a road. Doesn't seem to be too torn up from combat, so I'm going to give you -10 as you basically sway from side to side. Sir Luke kind of moving at the top there, but he's got his Zen combat, so he's holding tight.
Serpentine.
Okay. Nope. So that will mean that you actually are going to end up rolling this thing.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I hit land navigation.
Oh.
That should be
And
I'm looking at it like, how did I fail this?
You didn't put your -10 in either, did you? Or did you?
I did.
Oh, okay. It just doesn't show up on the roll. Okay, cool.
So automobile's 82. Let's see what we got here.
There you go. You're good. Cool. Gotrich, you climb to the top of the hill. Looking into the town, you see the first thing that pops into your view are these things here.
Oh no.
And they are, I'm just going to make them a bit bigger here because how tall are these things? Let's see. The one on the left is 15 feet tall, so he's about half your height. And the one on the right is 12 feet tall, so just a little bit smaller.
It appears like the one on the left has bigger guns.
They both have, this thing has, you can see kind of the gun port mounts on the side of it. It has 2 of the guns that are mounted on the right-hand side of the one on the left. One on either side.
Okay. I'm going to spend a turn and aim at that first one.
And again, you can't aim with your burst fire weapon.
Okay, give me a second here. Just
And they are just kind of marching through town. What they're doing, let's tell you what they're doing. They're marching through town just kind of with their arms, they're bashing down buildings, and their weapons are just opening fire, kind of, it seems haphazardly, just destroying the town, ripping, like blasting the roofs off of things. They're tearing down walls. It looks like they're searching through buildings and stuff like that.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to double burst that one left.
Okay.
Brute one.
Cool. All right. He obviously doesn't see it coming, so you blast him and inflict 80 points of mega damage on him. And I will roll for initiative for him then to add him to our roster. He's going to lose his first attack as he doesn't get it for this round because you basically surprised him. But he will get it next time. All right, and I'm just going to take Brute 1 and Gotrich down to the bottom here, just so that they're kind of on a roster on their own. So we know that they have already acted this round. Assault Probe 4 is going to blast at the big boss ATV here. And
Our poor vehicle just cannot catch a fucking break.
No. It's not one thing, it's your mother. I mean, another.
You want to talk about a vehicle that can't catch a break?
Yes.
On behalf of what passes
How many
for
vehicles have you gone? Wait, how many
CAA,
vehicles have you gone through? How many vehicles
on behalf of what passes for CAA in that last sequence of combat, you got out of over 400 mega damage because of bubble. So yeah, I would say that went pretty well for you.
All right, so that's an 18 to strike the big boss ATV, and he does 20 points of mega damage. It seems to be an ion blast, as you can tell by the electrical discharge that's left over on the surface of your vehicle when it gets hit with the double blast.
So is there a roll to dodge about this, or is there...
You don't really dodge in a vehicle
I don't
like
know
that.
how
Yeah.
cars work.
Yeah, you kind of gave it's not so nimble that you can dodge energy blast.
Yeah.
You took evasive action, which gave him a penalty of -2, so you just did get hit, unfortunately. It was down to almost a 50-50 there. So yeah, and that's minus, what we say there, 20. So cool. And yeah, that brings us to Portland. What are you doing there, Portland, inside this vehicle?
I'm gonna start casting this reflective bullshit on myself.
Smart
Take 2
move.
turns.
Yeah, first action
Yeah.
down. Brute doesn't get an action. Gotrich already took his action back up to Sir Luke, who's up in the turret.
Shooting again.
Okay, you are now at the car is moving back and forth, but you are steady because of your Zen combat. So you go
Doesn't
ahead.
bother me.
Nope.
Fucking rock. Fuck, 10.
All right, and it's
Are
actually
we
going
taking
to.
clips off these, by the way?
I'm
We should
sorry.
be.
You should be
Okay,
taking
are
shots
we-
off your plasma rifles.
Wasn't
Yeah.
sure because the way you said it that they didn't have lose any. So okay,
Yeah, you're not them though.
none of them. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, and he's going to roll a d20 to see if he. No, he
And he
doesn't.
does.
So he
Oh, he
loses.
doesn't. Oh,
He
wow.
loses his attack and takes 10. However, you guys have kind of driven past him at this point. Just the speed at which you're going with the vehicle. It's kind of you went under him sort of thing. He's rotating around on a 180 to keep track of you, but you're going in the other direction.
I could turn around.
No, I'm just saying, yeah, just to know, so you know what's going on, Senate. What are you up to?
And he loses 2 actions, right?
One action.
Well, 2 because he against me.
Oh, sorry, he has one. Yeah, he has 2 less attacks. Yeah.
Okay. And I see Portland waving his hands around doing the Macarena next door. I hear laser fire. Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of maintain evasive driving.
As you continue into town.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And you keep moving along, and the probe just kind of stays put there. Portland, you continue to cast, which means this time you cast your spell, so you can take off the PPE, and you will have that in effect. Cool. Yeah, Brute 1 turns and looks in the direction of his assailant who just shot at him, and is going to he's going to do a scan of the area to try to triangulate your position. Good fun. Yeah. Cool. And Gotrich, your turn.
I'm gonna fire again at him.
Okay.
Double burst.
All right. Not knowing where you are, he can't defend, so he takes another 50.
My camouflage was that good.
And he has to actually roll on the damage table here. 35. All right. And yeah, that brings us back to the top to Sir Luke.
Okay, firing at the guy again.
Okay. You spin around, you uncannily steady as you move along. Natural 20.
That was a good roll for
perfect.
max damage. Oh, that might have been critical.
I think he's done.
Oh yeah, you blow him right out of the sky there.
Oh, that felt good.
Yeah, well done. And yeah,
Oh, that felt so good.
yep, there you are.
Oh,
Cool.
cigarette.
And yeah, so there you go. You guys are driving through. We'll bring that back to Brute 1, who, unless Senator Portland, you want something to do, but
Hearing the
I'm gonna roll
explosion.
down my window.
Yeah, hearing the explosion, I'm going to bang the roof supportively and then kind of go back to listening for
I'll do
other
the
explosions.
I'll do the Wesley Snipes cock the arm like in Blade.
What?
You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
From the movie?
Yeah, the movie, yeah.
Snipes
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes from Blade. The whole cocking the arm when he's like, yes, like
It's like every other arm cock you've ever seen,
Yeah,
but it was
yeah,
Wesley Snipes.
there was a much cockier cock.
Okay.
yeah, it's a much cockier
Yeah.
cock.
Yeah.
Cockier
Okay.
cock.
Okay. And with that, though, Brute 1, you see that little box on its left-hand side there, Gotrich?
Yes.
Yeah, those shutters kind of open up on the front, and 8 mini missiles launch out in your direction.
Cool.
And a 12. Now, you know you can't dodge that many mini missiles.
Correct.
However, there's still a defense against missiles. Shooting missiles. There we go. So you can block sacrifice. That means you could, instead of dodging, put your arm up to try to take the damage on your arm, and essentially it would destroy your arm. Or you can try to shoot at the volley of missiles as they come at you. And so you have to have an attack available to you. And
Which I do.
yeah. And so you can only shoot at one missile in the volley at a time. So this missile has 6. This volley has 6 missiles, right? Which
I'd only be able to shoot at 2 of them. Is that correct?
Well, right now you can shoot at one of them, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So basically, given the speed at which they're coming, though, you can shoot at most 2 of them, which means you can take up to 2 attacks to shoot at them before they hit you. However, even if only one missile in the volley is detonated, it could destroy all of the rest of the volley.
Oh.
So there's a chance. But
Can I ask what I need to hit?
That is a very good question. So you can also use your own missiles, if available, to shoot down a missile volley. That has an even better chance of destroying the whole volley than just shooting at the missiles. But
I only have 1 missile left.
yeah, but that might be the missile that does it. So it's just a normal attack at the volley. You can see them coming, you pick them up on your radar, so you get your bonuses.
Okay. Well, let's use my 4-armed rocket launchers and try and get rid of this whole volley of missiles.
Okay, so you're targeting one of the missiles, and give us a strike. Okay.
Oh, fuck off, 6.
So this, you don't have to beat his strike roll. You just have to be able to hit. It's a normal strike roll on your part. So you would hit that missile, and you would do 20 points of damage to that missile. And that would detonate that missile. And your missile as well detonates, and it has an area of effect. So there's a 75% chance that you detonate the entire volley of missiles. I will let you roll the percentile.
Oh.
So you're trying to come in at under 75%?
75 or less.
You could do it.
Come on.
Boom! Yep. So
Oh.
you guys
that
who are
nine.
driving in the ATV notice that off to your left in the sky is a huge fireball. You hear the explosion and just and there's this massive fireball in the sky there. And something originated off to your left on the ground.
Well, I guess we're going that way.
Well done, Gotrich.
Woohoo.
All
But I have a
right.
feeling he's going to launch those missiles again next time.
He very well might if he has any left.
Well, yeah, because it looks like that little box has 8 little things, but you don't know how deep it goes.
That's true.
I'm going to choose to be optimistic.
It's Luke Senate Portland. You guys are driving along still?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would turn in the direction of the noise.
Okay, so you're heading in
the
that.
origin of that first volley.
You're heading in that direction there, and
Oh.
these 3 things swoop in from 3 different directions as you guys are traveling,
Vehicle might be kaput.
and they match your speed, and basically they kind of let you pass them and are coming up behind you. So Assault Probe 1 is to the back left of your vehicle. I'll just kind of situate them relative to your vehicle, but not at an exact distance or anything like that. right? So that's kind of the orientation. The big boss ATV is traveling in that direction and going north, right, toward Portland, and these things are swooping in behind. There's only one Luke in a turret right now, and Senate, I'm going to have you give me another roll once I get some initiative for these guys here. All right, so that one beats out Portland, that one does not, and this one comes in right after Senate. So Sir Luke, these things swoop in behind. What are you doing?
Taking aim at the one that is most readily visible to me.
Well, there's one directly behind you.
Well, that would be the one.
Okay, assault probe 2, and you're going to aim, you said, or are you just going to shoot?
Shoot.
Okay.
And now I'm engaged with it, so +3.
All right. And yeah, so it loses attacks right away, and so you hit it for 10. All right. And that brings us to Senate. You're doing some evasive maneuvers?
I hope so.
Okay, give us a roll with a -10 as you drive through the streets here.
Well,
Yes.
So that time you swerve too hard to the left, and I'm going to roll a percentile here. You have a 70% chance of colliding with a building, 30% chance of flipping it. So you collide with a building and you come to a stop. All of you are encased in mega damage armor, so you'll take 1d6 points of damage from the crash, just to your SDC. Each of you take 3 SDC, just from the jolt of the crash. You are in the vehicle still, Portland and Senate. Sir Luke, you are on top of the vehicle, but you'll all lose an attack from the jarring of the crash. So that brings us to Assault Probe 1, which will shoot at the vehicle. A miss. Assault Probe 3 will shoot at the vehicle. Sorry, 2. Oh, 2 lost an attack. 3 will shoot at the vehicle and hit for a rapid fire blast of 40 to the vehicle. All right, and that brings us to Portland, who has also lost an attack. Back up to Sir Luke. Or sorry, to the Brute. Sorry, the Brute opens up and fires 4 missiles at you, Gotrich. With a 13 to hit.
Okay, so I can just go with my rail gun.
Yep.
To try and hit one of them.
Yep. Just a regular old shot.
Okay. Can I do a double burst and just basically have more bullets up there?
It doesn't
change anything.
Doesn't really change anything because you're only targeting 1 missile at a time.
Okay.
Oh. And you miss.
Oh.
Which means you are hit by 4 missiles, which is 80 points of damage to your...
Woof.
Yeah. Not so great. Let's give a roll here for your knockdown if you are knocked down. No, you are not. And a roll on the damage chart. 44. Let's see what that does for you. That is, your communications are now out completely. You are cut off, and it will take 2d6 hours to repair.
Okay.
7 hours to repair. So yeah, they have completely destroyed your comms. You are not able to communicate with your friends, and you used a blast there. So Sir Luke, you kind of shake your head. There are 3 probes hovering around you.
All
What
right.
would you like to do?
I'm going to. I'm going to shoot at the one that I was shooting at. Right.
Okay.
Can I shoot at him and get out of the vehicle? Or that's two things, right?
You can get out of the vehicle and shoot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Climb.
I'll do
Basically,
that.
you're gonna climb on top of the vehicle first,
Yeah.
right? And then you
Yeah.
can shoot. So you're standing on the roof of the vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah. We got to give them more targets essentially.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to shoot that guy.
Your Zen combat gives you no penalties here, and an 11 will hit. He does not dodge, so you do 20 to him. And yeah, and yeah, you blast him good there. Senate, what are you gonna do?
If I've got the rifle sitting next to me, I'm going to kick the door open and just kind of turn and pull a snapshot.
Okay, there's a 30% chance that the door is blocked by debris from the building that you hit here. And it is.
Good.
You can
Well, in
just
that
shoot
case,
through the back window.
Yeah, why not? Wasn't
Okay.
using it anyway.
Yeah. We'll just reduce your damage by 5 mega damage shooting through the back window there. So whatever you roll, we'll take 5 off for the damage. So you can shoot at Assault Probe 2, which is the one directly behind you.
Sure.
Cool. That will hit him, and for 15 points of damage. Not looking good, as he's basically melting from all the plasma blasts. Assault Probe 1 and 2 are both going to attack. They both blast at the vehicle itself. Hitting, there's nothing the vehicle can do for another 40 points of damage total, and the vehicle is now defunct.
Is Assault Probe 2 at some kind of a disadvantage?
Sorry, that should have been one in
combat with it.
That should have been 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Assault Probe 2 is at a bit of a disadvantage here. I just have to roll for his last. The injuries that he's taken systemically have not actually provided any penalties to him here in combat, but he will open up on Sir Luke himself.
Question though, I've got sensors. So does this cloud sensors?
He can still see you, though. He doesn't need sensors to see you.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. You're right there. So he gets no bonus, so we'll subtract 3 from that roll. So a 19 to shoot at Luke.
I'll try to dodge. Auto dodge. I don't think I'll do it, but
Okay.
yeah, it's a shot. If I can do it, why not? Auto dodge. Auto dodge. Dodge. Nope.
All right. And so that is 20 points of mega damage off you.
150. Oh, could be worse.
All right. And Portland, what are you doing?
Right. So I'm going to fire my Mechanoid plasma rifle.
Okay, you turn around and fire your rifle as well. Basically, this thing is pretty much destroyed, so any window is available to shoot out of at this point. So you could target probe 3 or 1, or you could try to get out of the vehicle as well. That doesn't prevent you from taking your action.
Yeah, I'll get out of the vehicle and point it at number 3, I guess. Is number 2 not possible?
Number 2's at the back of the vehicle. So if you got out, 3 would be the one that's right directly in front of you.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're going 3.
Okay, you are at -6 because you are kind of taking a wild shot getting out of the vehicle and shooting. But he's kind of right there, so it would be very difficult for him to dodge. So
But I'm still -3.
-6 total. Sorry, you'd be without
-6?
You're -6, but then you have your bonus from your weapon proficiency if you have one. So
Oh, so -3 total.
you just roll your, like when you roll your weapon proficiency, when you roll that roll, just put the modifier as -6 and it will do the math.
That's going to be nothing.
Yep, so it goes wide as you come out, and
All right.
Yeah. That brings us to Brute 1. He is going to fire another volley of 4 at Gotrich. They will hit.
Okay. Can I shoot to try and take him down?
Yep.
Okay. Dare to dream. If not, I gotta run out of here.
Cool. That will hit. And one of them detonates. You now need to give me a percentile check to see just what that does. Does it destroy the whole volley? Does it destroy a proportion of them? 92. All of the missiles in the entire volley are destroyed. They explode before impact, and no damage is taken. All right. That brings us...
I'm thinking I gotta get out of here, though.
You can move. It's still your turn. On your turn, you can move. Yeah.
Yeah, but my turn is kind of always spent.
You can still move.
These volleys of missiles.
That doesn't prevent you from moving.
Can I move away from the high ground?
Yeah, you can head back. You can get further away.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay. Heading deeper into the foliage there and down the hill. Getting away.
Yeah.
Sure, you can totally do that. And let's see. All right, and you start making your way down. Yeah, Sir Luke. Assault probes all around you.
Trying to take the one out that I've been shooting.
Okay. And he's going to use his only other attack here to try to dodge.
No bonuses.
Worse.
Of course.
Yeah, he swoops to the side. Actually, no. His penalty would be even higher because you're closer than that. So, no, he does not. You hit him. He's destroyed.
Okay. Thank God.
Yeah, -2 is too generous. All right, yeah, you blast him. He crashes to the ground behind. Assault probe 1 will blast. He's going to try to shoot at Senate, who's inside the vehicle, who has cover. So he's going to use his attack.
Is 23 still bigger than a 14? Because I think I go...
Oh, sorry, you go first. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I'm a shoot assault probe.
Okay. Smart idea.
Just shooting through a window at this point. Any negatives?
No. He's right there. Cool. You do 10 points of damage to him, and he takes aim on you through the window there. Calling his shot. And Portland, you are outside the vehicle. Assault probe 3 hovering above you.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Okay.
You said -6.
No, that was only because you got out of the vehicle last turn. You're kind of just standing there. If you're moving, then it's -6. But if you're just stationary, then no.
Sweet. Maybe this will be better. Slightly better.
Okay.
Can't overshit.
And he's going to attempt the dodge, which is actually he's at a -6. And he does. So he swoops to the side as you open a blast up at him, using up his attack, but also not taking 40 points of damage. And Brute 1, Gotrich, you glance behind you, and you guys also can hear to the north, the rest of you can hear to the north the sound of rockets, and you see this thing here rising up from behind the building that you've crashed into. On the other side of the building, it rises up and blasts off into the sky, heading off to the east, to the west rather, which would be the direction that Gotrich is in.
The Brute?
Yeah. It is not moving super fast, but it is flying.
How far away from us is it?
It's on the other side of a building, and it's up in the sky, so I'd say it's probably a few hundred feet up
Oh, okay.
and away. Yeah. And Gotrich.
All right,
Blaster.
so well, since I'm running away, I can't really use my gun on the top, can I?
Yep, 360 degrees. Rotates all the way around.
So I'm gonna turn that sucker around and fire. And
Okay.
then I'm going to keep running after I fire.
Yep, after you fire, you're going to have to make a piloting check just to make sure you don't topple over. But that 20
Okay.
is pretty good. And, yeah, he's going to try to
bad
do
shape.
some evasive maneuvers here. He's going to be at -2. And he does not, so he takes 70. And let me roll on the...
Okay.
You destroyed his cup holders. The pilot is very cross.
Yeah, he's...
Oh, I hope maybe I destroyed one of the rockets, so he would just spin around in a circle.
Unfortunately, no. That is not what happens. But, yeah, back to Sir Luke. There you are on top of a vehicle.
Oh, I gotta do my piloting check here.
Oh, that's right. Give me a piloting check. Make sure you don't topple over as you're running. You're good. You're still up.
Still running.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Sir Luke.
I'm going to engage in combat with which one would be the closest to me?
They're both kind of equidistant. One is kind of
Oh,
up
3.
higher in the sky, which is 3. One is down lower, trying to shoot at Senate in the vehicle.
I'll go with 3 because, yeah. And, of course, now I'm engaged in combat with it, so it's going to lose some...
Oh,
Oh,
beauty. 20 points off him.
it's a night. Oh, I was going to say it's should it be double?
No,
because
that's
it's
only
19,
for...
but
That's only...
melee.
Yeah.
Melee, yeah.
Yeah. And Senate.
So this thing's looking at me aiming, right?
Yep.
Well, that's not great. I really don't want to use the last of my ISP. And I'm pretty sure I can tank that last shot if I have to. So I'm going to go for another Mechanoid plasma rifle.
And you
Yeah,
miss.
Today's
You kind
not
of...
my day for rifles. I
Yeah.
like that I can bottom roll damage every single time.
Well, it's a talent. Yeah, I'm going to say basically you blast out the B pillar of your vehicle and you can now easily get out of the vehicle as it's got no door or B pillar left. It's just melted it. Yeah, and yeah, Assault Probe 1 is going to shoot at you now. As you just sit there in the vehicle, but he is also dismayed by the lack of B pillar and misses, destroying basically part of the roof of your vehicle. So, Sir Luke, you kind of are on uneasy footing there. And
Well, I jumped off, didn't I?
Did you?
I thought I would have jumped. Well, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't say it. My plan was, but maybe I didn't actually jump off. I think I'm still on the roof. Yeah.
I believe you still are. Portland, you are standing beside a vehicle that is continually getting destroyed. Sir Luke, barely staying on the roof. What are you going to do
I'm
there?
going to try my third shot at this Assault Probe 3.
Okay.
Knows how much livelihood is in my voice. I'm sure I'm going to roll. I think about it. And my odds
You
are on
can
a
do it.
6.
You could do
Nope.
it.
No. 13.
There you go. Yeah.
Means you will roll a
15.
20.
No, he's not dodging. He's going to use his last attack to shoot at Luke.
Bring it.
And hit with an 8.
With an 8, I'm going to try to auto dodge that.
Okay.
Why is this thing not firing at me?
Because Luke's more dangerous.
Really?
I don't know.
My God!
Well,
Oh,
you
I
got
got
the
you.
8.
You got the
Why
8.
are you...
Thank God.
Oh my God, I
Still.
succeeded.
Well, no, come on. You first amount like you see
I
the
didn't
four.
get a natural 20. What the
You see the
fuck?
fuck you. You see the four. Your automatic reaction is shit. I failed, and then you realize, oh, but I got a +4, so thank God. Barely passed.
All right.
I get tricked with your rolls having that red color. Because every time I see that red color, I'm like, fail.
Yep.
All right. So the brute is going to launch a volley of 8 missiles at your mobile gun there as it flies after being hit by you,
Jeez.
and it misses.
Thank goodness.
But that means the area around you erupts in a big ball of fire, burning down the foliage, just destroying a huge area around you there. As you continue to dodge and run, just kind of running. It's like the big fireball explosion behind your robot as it keeps running. Yeah, your turn there, Gotrich.
Take it out.
So
man.
I'm gonna do the same thing that I did last time. Shoot it and then continue to run. Oh, where's my vehicle seat? Okay, here we go. Bang bang.
Take it out. Take it out.
$17. It will
I'll do my
try.
pilot check. I mean, if it's destroyed, I would stop.
And it does
yes.
not. You hit it for 70. It is not doing very well.
Oh, it's still going though, so I'm still.
14. It is,
Took out its turn signals.
and you're still up and running. And you see it begin to descend. It's losing altitude. Sir Luke.
All right, so I'm gonna try as best I can to take this guy out.
Are you jumping down at all?
Oh yeah, I'm jumping down and shooting at it.
Okay. I'm going to say you leap over top of it, shooting at it as you leap with your Zen acrobatics. For a 16, he has no more attacks left. He will borrow one from the next round and not dodge, taking the 20 and being destroyed as you land on the ground in front of Portland. Senate.
Oh, never mind.
So this thing missed. I missed. Everything missed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm real tempted to take down that brute before it hits the ground and leaves.
You're still in the ATV.
Oh, that's true. Okay, never mind. Let's just keep firing an assault probe and see exactly how many holes we can put in this ATV.
Yeah, you don't need to aim anymore out the window because there is no more window. It's just the side of the vehicle is gone. Likewise, he no longer has to aim at you. He can just fire into the vehicle. Well,
That's it. I'm just going to try throwing this gun at him. Like, I think that's the move now.
And he's going to try to dodge. And he doesn't. So you do 40 to him. And he is not looking great. Yeah, he
Starts leaking washer fluid.
his engines sputter below him, and he kind of rotates back and forth a little bit as he kind of slowly descends. He's not doing so great though, but he does try to shoot at you. And yeah. Oh, sorry, no, he loses attacks, so he does not shoot at you. It is Portland's turn. You see this other robot on the other side of the vehicle slowly descending there, Portland. This could be your chance for greatness.
Well, if they were shot at me, it would be, but I'm just
The
gonna
ultimate
shoot it, I
kill
guess.
thief.
Yeah, yes, I'm gonna shoot at it. Here we go. Comes the airplane.
And you destroy it.
Oh, I thought you were going for the brute. That would have been even funnier.
No, the brute is out of sight now. It's flown a little ways over. It was going about 60 miles an hour, so it was a little ways away.
There's still a sensor cluster somewhere.
Well, there's a cluster somewhere, that's for sure.
Well, we know there's another brute around.
Cool.
Yeah, and you guys stand there near the vehicle, and you hear the sounds of something approaching behind you as one of these rounds the corner into the kind of cul-de-sac where you guys have slammed into the building there. You could run into the hole in the building that you've broke open to get away, or you can turn and face this thing. You can hear the sound of the minigun on the front end of it whining as it spins, and that's where we're going to leave this episode. I'm Magnum Pi, here with Teku Golgotha Vahilo and Dark Templar, still mourning the loss of the stock market. And this is
And the Big Boss ATV.
And the Big Boss ATV.
Which might be doing better than the stock market. We haven't checked in the last couple minutes. Completely fucking demoed.
Yeah. And we're Initiative 0 still.